Dangus log. I have lost track of the days out here in space. After spending the last 1,000 years in cryogenic slumber, I had finally escaped the year 1984 and found myself back in a familiar future. Of course, imagine my disappointment when I realized that all the chatter about the return was not a surprise party for yours truly, Captain Spatula. But that's okay. It's good to be back in space, on the eve of a terrifying invasion of Thargoids. Yes, the developers are about to change the universe once more. And before that switch was flipped and the Thargoids unleashed, I decided to cram in one last mystery. I'd come across some chatter about a listening post in Bifrost, with a mysterious message for those who would take the time to stop and listen. Well, Mama didn't give me those big ears for nothing, and this new mustache of mine means serious business. With my tanks full of star juice and an assortment of alien probes in my cargo, I set course to the Bifrost system to begin my investigation. You know, they say a good detective should think 2 steps ahead, but an even better detective doesn't even need steps. Hell, he doesn't even need legs, because he has a spaceship. He can fly all over the universe, solving mysteries so much faster than some walking detective could. It's ridiculous. And yet here we are, arriving in the Bifrost system. A bit hotter than the name suggests. But we'll just mosey on over this way. What's going on? Whoa, I'm being interdicted. Okay, well, let's find out what this guy's all about. Submitting. Alright, guy, what do you want? 500k worth of cargo. A rather ambitious pirate. What do you have, my friend? An asp? Wait, did you just interdict an armed python and an asp? Alright, buddy, it's on. Yeah, come, little friend, don't be shy now. It's only a rebuy. It's all just a simulation anyway. Ugh, get the local forces here. Well, they're helping me out. Better engage stealth mode so they don't find me for reporting illegal alien artifacts. Whew! My adrenaline is racing. My heart pumping like a gym rat on bath salts. I even think I shit my spacesuit a little. Whew, this is so dangus. Woo-hoo. Okay, jump away. This is so fucking exciting! 20 seconds later in Super Cruise, the irresistible signal of a Thomas-class bulk cruiser suckered me in for a peek. Those gigantic feats of engineering amount to a bunch of boxes strung together with a giant rocket in the rear. Early bulk-class designs tended to revolve around the theory of more struts, bigger rockets. You know, it's funny, my ex-wife's plastic surgeon must have studied the same theory. Oh, look, this ship has got me feeling all nostalgic. But here I am, dawdling around when there's a mystery to solve. It was time to get down to business, so I set my sights on the local listening post and put the metal to the pedal. Perhaps this would lead to a treasure, or an anti-Thargoid weapon. Maybe even a generational ship, or it could be like a... Oh, for the love of Pete. Oh, I'm being interdicted again. Okay, this is ridiculous. Who is it? Did you just shoot me? Oh, a vulture. This should be as hard as diarrhea. Mario Giatti? More like Mario G, I'm an idiot. Stop moving. Kill you faster. No, please. Man, this guy has the moves. He's like a piece of paper in a tornado, all shifty and loose, like 10,000 ants tumbling in a clothes dryer. But that didn't stop my turrets from pecking away at his hull, until the system police showed up again, eager to pop their hardpoints and get that kill. That's right. That's what you get, you little bugger. That's what you get when you mess with the spatula. You get the hose. You want the hose? The listening post sat above the night side of a populated planet. All those folks down below who probably don't give a shit about what's going on up here. Well, people, keep doing that ignorance is bliss thing, while I feel free to discover the treasures that await the bold. I let my sensors do the talking, and pretty soon the listening post began to open up to me, spilling its beans into my comms unit. I attempted to read the message that came through. Tapsidur Snigla Latse Twait Dekkato? Matcha Sigmus Donkey Tito Verunder. Oh, I know that place. Tim's Trampy Predator Pedo. Oh, fuck it. Clearly this is a map to the treasure of Verunder. Either way, you don't need to be literate to figure out the next stop is Verunder. Before I go sprinting towards the finish, I better pop into the local station and get some repairs. My ship is making some weird creaking sounds, like horror movie music. Ooh, It makes my spine tingle. Alright, get your head into the sewer, Spatula. This station is your last stop before the end goal. The last checkpoint on this most Dangus investigation. Alright, so what's your next move? Well... Ah! Seriously? Again? Oh. Alright, here we go. Alright, we got a Dangus python here. And this one could be a bleeder. It's a battle of the tanks. It's a tank-off. Tanking so hard, he's tanking, and we're both looking at each other dead in the eyes as we furiously tank. The tanking goes on for hours. Sweaty brows, damp gloves on both sides. It's like two rocks throwing themselves at each other, like waves crashing against the cliffs before the coming of the storm. Until, after a long and satisfying tank, my opponent decided to explode all over the place. Of course, I wasn't far off from blowing myself, so it was even more critical that I headed for repairs, if you know what I mean. As I stared out the cracks of my windshield, I was reminded how fragile life is. One minute you're flying around shooting people, the next minute everyone's shooting at you, and you're dead, just like that. So quick. Oh no, they're scanning me. Damn it! I don't know what's worse, carrying around an unknown probe, or having to find one later. In any case, I docked and dined at the local services. What a delight. Restocking, repairing, and of course, the most important part of repairing. That ship integrity. All tucked away in there snug like that. Can't forget. But it was time to go to the Verunda system and see what lay ahead. A Commander Naztor 4 had posted an obscure Galnet article about a possible generation ship located in that very system. But since I was unable to read his full report, I had to be ready for anything, and you bet I wasn't. It didn't take long to get there, and upon arriving I noticed some sensor oddities near the 6th planet of the system. It was just as I suspected. The old Lazarus expedition. A relic of the past out here in the open and ripe for pickings. What happened aboard the Lazarus? And more importantly, is there anything left to loot? I began to search through the exterior with a fine-tooth comb, looking for a data node which might answer both questions. After only a few passes, I finally found an audio message, much more friendly to the illiterate commanders of the universe, explaining the fate of the Lazarus.
The Lazarus is not going anywhere. Even with the rules in place, we've seen population growth, chains of explosions, and we've suffered a critical failure. Just a huge bang, and then bang, bang, bang. It came out of nowhere. I tell myself that it's nerves or excitement at all we've achieved. Well, the long and the short of it is a dead stick. It's firing off everywhere. The real reason I can't sleep is that I know what's to come. Unlicensed births are increasing as people bang, women and children. So maybe it'll be our great-grandkids that'll have to deal with the problem. But those are just the lies I tell myself to keep going. In the end, we all volunteered for this. Bang, bang. We fight over the smallest things. But when it really hits the fan, bang. This is the Lazarus expedition. Signing off. Bang.
I'm not sure what to make of that. It sounds like maybe you wouldn't want to take a look at this place under a blacklight spectrum. In any case, soon the developers will change the fabric of reality, and I find myself wondering if the Lazarus will still be there after the Thargoids take over the bubble. Well, 2.4 is about to launch, so hold on to your Dangus, people, because things are about to go...
bang.